Hey guys, making a video here on the 6.5 Creedmoor. Just picked up the Ruger Precision 6.5 Creedmoor. So I started doing some research on reloading, and what I found is that the brass is incredibly expensive and hard to find. I'll get this camera settled here. And so I started to do some research on converting some brass. I've converted lots of brass in the past. Done some mainly with the 35 wheeling. But anyhow, so I started to do some research, and the only thing I could find is 308, 22-250. So I tried both of them and didn't like either one of them. They were pretty difficult to get done correctly. The 308 builds up too much brass in the neck area and requires the necks to be turned down. And the 22-250, the small diameter neck, you use a 6mm ball in between, and then a 6.5 die, and then some trimming and other stuff. So 4 or 5 steps there. Matter of fact, one of the videos I watched on YouTube, the guy, his stuff looked really nice, nothing against him, but he was suggesting sanding down a die. So he's running them through a sacrificial, cannibalized die, and then he's running it through a 6.5 Creedmoor die, and then he's trimming the case, and then he's running cream of wheat, fire forming it, and bringing it back, and sizing it again in the 6.5 Creedmoor die, and then you're ready to start reloading. Yeah, it works. Okay, it works, but I mean that's a lot of work to get 6.5 brass. Almost rather just buy brass, having to make a trip to the range to fire form and all that stuff. So here's what I came up with. 243 does not require any of the above other than trimming. So 243 case, once fired Remington brass. I trim it, okay, to 1.920, which is the correct length for the 6.5 Creedmoor, coincidentally. Once you size it, it will be 1.910, which is the trim length called for in the book, which is where I wanted. I wanted to be at the trim length so I can fire it 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times without trimming it. So if you would like it to be the actual called for length, 1.920, then obviously just trim it to 1.930, and you'll lose those 10 thousandths. And so basically you lose 10 thousandths when you size it. So you can do the math. And then I run it through my die, and voila, I have a 6.5 Creedmoor case. No neck turning. The neck is almost identical to the thickness of 6.5 Creedmoor. I have some prime ammunition 6.5 Creedmoor that I bought originally with the gun, and so I'm comparing it to that, and this case is nearly identical. So no neck turning. I didn't even fire form it. I went ahead and loaded up live ammo in it and shot it. These are my results without fire forming it, just loading it. Okay, this is Varget with a Nosler custom competition, and this one here is 8208 XBR with a Nosler. Those will tighten up a little bit with some more load development. This one here, that's an SMK with 4451, which also I'll mention that since you Creedmoor guys are watching this. 4451. almost identical to 4350 on the relative burn rates. 4350 is what everybody is saying is the absolute best. No questions asked. 6.5 Creedmoor powder. I don't disagree. It's a great powder. 4451 is IMR's new Enduron. It's better in sensitivity to temperature change, blah, blah, blah. So I am having unbelievable success with 4451. So give it a shot. Okay, so let me run a few of these through here so you can see how easy it is. So here's my trimmed case. Okay, nothing more. All I've done is trim it. No cream of wheat, no nothing. All I'm doing is trimming it, and I'm done. That's it. It's done. No cream of wheat, no fire forming, no cannibalizing dyes, none of the above. The absolute easiest way to make 6.5 Creedmoor brass. 243. Now, there are some exceptions to that. Look at this. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, this is Remington once fired brass. I've tried several other manufacturers of brass that are not that easy. Nosler was the first try. Incredibly soft. Crushed some cases. I had to anneal it prior to sizing, which is fine. Came out pretty good there. Had some minor dents even at that point, but they'll fire form out okay. Federal brass works pretty good. You just gotta try it out. If you're just gonna go buy some now, Remington brass. No dents in the cases. They form great. No annealing. Now I did anneal a lot of these after I shot them, but you do not need to do that right up front. But anyhow, that's it, guys. Trim them and size them, and you're done. 243 to 6.5 Creedmoor. If you have any questions, let me know. Thanks.